as of now, you should know I'm a really big advocate of innovative startups. So I really like the concept of a startup, of striving for greatness, of creating innovative products and innovative services, of developing our system. But there are other ways, there are other reasons why I love innovative startup. And the main one is a tax planning perspective. So recently, the Italian government updated the innovative startup investment tax break. So if you invest in the capital of an innovative startup, you are awarded with a 50% tax break. So we all know that investing in an innovative startup is very risky. We all know that you should not perform an investment only for the sake of a tax break. So you expect like the startup to grow, you expect the startup to be better, you expect to increase the value of the startup and have a larger future wealth instead of today. But also you should consider the tax break available. 50% back is great, which means that if you invest 10,000 euros in that startup, which can be yours or somebody else's, you can reduce your tax bill by 5,000 euros. So let's say that you're a salaried employee, you pay 15,000 euros of taxes per year. Well, if you invested 10,000, instead of 15,000, your tax bill is reduced to 10,000. So basically, the government and the state is chipping in for 50% of your investment. And of course, this makes sense only if you have taxable income under income tax. This doesn't work if you only pay substitute tax rates, because as you know, they do not allow any tax break. So given that this type of incentive is large and is capped at 100,000 euros of investment per tax year, which by the way can be a direct or indirect investment, which means that you invest into an organization that invests in multiple startups. In both cases that can qualify, but the maximum break you can get is 50,000 euros. But what happens if you do not pay enough tax? There is no negative tax. Like the minimum tax you can pay is 0. You cannot get negative tax. So how does that work? Well, the way it works is that this can be carried forward for 3 years. So let's say that you invested 60,000 euros, that allows you to get a tax break of 30,000. This can be reduced in 3 years. Not even, like you can deduct 20,000 the first year, then the second year 5,000, and the third year 5,000. So it's not even, it's 30,000 in 3 years. And of course, you maximize that starting from the first year, which makes a better financial perspective. But I think this is wonderful, this is great, and regardless of the fact that the startup is successful or not, which of course I hope it is successful, at least you have a great relief on your personal income tax. So you end up reducing your tax bill and you end up providing capital to a startup which very likely needs that. So you can get 2 gains. The first one, your startup grows faster, or the startup grows faster, and second, your tax bill is lower.